Sunday, I just thought I would go live. I've posted this in my community as well. I was meant to be going live on Saturday, but thought I would change it, so I was really busy on Saturday, and I just thought I'd make it to today as a change, you know. But when I start posting things in my community, I think you know, I'm going to try and stick to it more than I have been. Like stick to that schedule of keep it on time and keeping timekeeping. I need to actually start sticking to things, and sometimes it's hard because like life's busy and it's hard to just constantly like stick to one thing. But yeah, I'm going to try and be more consistent. So I do apologise to people that maybe was looking forward to that on Saturday as well. But yeah, I'm here now, and I'm you know, discussing a lot more things and see what else I can talk about today. I was also live, you know, yesterday as well. But it's just trying to consistently do it and just keep my you know, my conversation going and my nerves at ease as well, you know, because it's very nerve-wracking, like actually going live as well, especially when you're not used to going live. It's just hard to be consistent and just constantly do it. But you know, like I say, I'm going to try my best to constantly go live, you know, through the following weeks as well. Something I've wanted to do for a while as well, like just keep going live constantly. And you know, after I went live yesterday, I had such a great conversation with you guys who joined my live, and you know, you really you know, helped me overcome a lot of confidence I did have at the beginning when I first went live. So you know, it's thanks to you guys, and thanks to you for subscribing to my channel and actually making me feel like, you know, I exist, and give me a purpose to actually go on with things in my life. So it just makes it easier for me to go live and know that you guys are actually watching and interested in what I do and what I've got to say, even though sometimes it's not a lot of things I say that make sense, but it's just my life and it's just what happens, and I hope that I can continue doing live and going live as much as I sometimes feel so emotionally against sometimes, because it's my nerves and my anxiety. It's something that stops me from doing it. But I will constantly tell myself I'm going to go live as much as I can. But all that said, today I haven't really done much. You know, I haven't really had a lot to do today. I was going to make some content, and I was going to release some videos out there if my dancing as well on shorts. I just, you know, I've had a lot of suggestions like Post Malone as well, which I'm going to get around to doing. Just been thinking of a lot of songs. I was going to do Avicii, because I think Avicii was, you know, the songs that he's in, the music, I love that sort of style of music. So there's a lot of beat to those songs I could dance to. I just need to pick one of those songs, or even do a few of those songs that Avicii's released, and see what which one's going to be the best for me to dance to as well. See, the cigarette goes out every time I talk too much, so that's not good either. Well, it's no good smoking either, but as I keep saying, it's just for your nerves. Sometimes when you get nervous, you just smoke a lot as well. So, but I hope everybody's having a good Sunday out there as well. Hope everybody's had a lot to eat and done what they wanted to do today as well, and just enjoyed life on Sunday. So, you know, it's just so we can chat together as a community and chat to my subscribers. And if anybody else joins in that's not subscribed to my channel, that's fine as well. As long as you've given me time, even for a split second of joining my live, you know, it's a thumbs up from me, and I really appreciate anybody that joins and has got, you know, give me the opportunity to speak about my day, or you guys want to share your day, because it's just nice to chat about things. But I just don't know how long I'm going to go live for today. Maybe I could go live for an hour or 2 hours, I'm not sure, because I'm going to go to the shops and buy a lot of food and just see what happens, you know, the day. So it's just going live sometimes can be difficult for me. So it's a lot of the same thing. I'll repeat a lot of the same thing, because if anybody joins, you know, I've got to make that conversation mostly interesting as I can as well. So if anybody wants to suggest songs like I've had yesterday as well, which I really appreciate as well, I really respect that as well, feel free to give me suggestions, and you know, I'll do the song as much as I can, you know. I don't mind other people suggesting music to me. I'll actually get around to doing the songs that you guys suggest. I will definitely this week do a different style of music and a different sort of dance that might shock a lot of people. I'll try something. I'm not going to reveal a song, but I will push a video out there, so stay tuned to my channel. I've been trying to figure it out, and I've been trying to practice the dance, but I haven't really got confidence doing the dance, but I will do my best to perform the dance to my best of my abilities as well. That's the thing, if you're not used to anything either, it's hard to just like to do something that's like outside your comfort zone as well, like performing something that you can't actually find that comfortable in yourself to do. But to be honest, you've just got to keep pushing yourself and pushing yourself as much as you can, and that's all I'm trying to do, is just push myself and try these different songs, and try these different styles of music as well, to see where my, you know, my dances can take me. You know, I could even find new dance moves with different styles and different artists as well. So it's something I've been looking into and been really interested in, into and doing as well. It's like always like doing the 60s, like I discussed as well yesterday as well. But and it's just sometimes gets a bit repetitive, you know. And it's something I've wanted to do ever since I started my channel. It's like Elvis songs, and that sort of, you know, Chuck Berry style of song, and the rock and roll, you know. But I've done I think I've nearly done every 60s song which I can think of possible, especially the rock and roll sort of, you know, style of songs. So it gets a bit, you know, boring posting the same old shorts, YouTube short videos of me just doing the same old dance, and I just try and change the flavour up there and see how it goes, you know. And sometimes people like it and sometimes people don't like it. But all I've got to do is take that chance as well. You've also got to constantly take a chance on life, and that's all it is, you know, just taking that chance. And sometimes it pays off as well. And for me, it's like, ever since I've started YouTube, it's like you don't expect your videos just to hit numbers. Like, you expect the videos to hit, like you expect things, like your expectations should always like be humble. You should always be low expectations, in my opinion, because if you go into the mindset of, I'm going to create a YouTube channel, I'm going to create all these videos, and you've got an avenue of videos, or you've got a purpose that you want to do, and put these videos together. You can't just create a video and just push it out there and expect everybody to give you a thumbs up and jump on it and say this video's this video makes sense because it makes sense to you. And I've done a lot of videos like that as well. It's like, in my head, it makes sense to me, and I've pushed it out there, and it's not, and my expectations, you know, didn't live up to you guys. So I'm also trying to. Hi there. Thanks for dropping in my life. I really appreciate that as well. Thanks for dropping in. How's your Sunday? If you've had a good Sunday, you know, because I think a lot of people today, you know, have a lazy day as well, and they have a lot of time off. You know, a lot of the days as well. So, but anyway, what I was saying was, if anybody creates a video, just have a think and just push everything, like all the things that you want to do in one video. You know, you could put snips of what you want to do as well. Yes, mate, I can remember. Yes, I think we talked about like Breaking Bad and all that sort of thing. I really appreciate you. Now that you've said that, I actually do remember. Yeah. My bad. And thanks for dropping in. But honestly, if anybody wants to create, videos and they want to put that content out there, I think you've got to actually like not have a talent for something. It's not necessarily a talent. It's just like in your mind, you've got to find something that maybe it's half good at, or you've half got that confidence to fulfill what you're going to do. Like my confidence is not going live. My confidence is not making videos, but I do push myself as much as I can, and I'm trying to push myself to grow in confidence and hopefully get a bigger platform which relates to you guys as much as it does to me as well. So I'm just in two minds with videos as well, because by making dance videos, it actually gives me my confidence by doing that, but this doesn't give me confidence, if that also makes sense as well. So and going live, you could have 25 people watching, you could have 0 people watching, but you've also got to talk or chat to you guys like there's 1,000 people. As you've got to make the video as creative and direct as possible, and I think that's the hardest thing I find, because everybody feels that if you haven't got subscribers, or if you haven't got that big audience, there's no point, there's no purpose of even giving anybody a conversation or even talking about what's going on in your life. But there's always a purpose for anything really, because the only way you can get there is by practice and releasing these videos and putting videos out there. And if people share these lives, or people share my videos, it's a real honor that it's a real honor to me that people actually have got the time in their day to actually sit down and jump in my lives, even if it's for like a split second, and actually chat to me. That's something that makes my day as well. So thanks for everybody that jumps in my life and actually gives me a conversation as well. So I take my hat off to you guys on that one. But like, I think the problem is at the moment I'm just drinking too much, like too much alcohol. That's no good for you either. Like Friday and Saturday nights are huge in the UK. Like everybody just worships Friday and Saturday nights, and for me, I'm just doing it too much. Like there's not enough time to you've got to have enough time just to stay sober and just stay in. If you drink so much, you don't enjoy the things that you actually enjoy, because the drink takes over, and you wake up with a hangover, then you don't want to make videos, and it puts you in a bad mood. So I'm trying not to drink so much on Friday and Saturday. Of course I'm going to enjoy myself as much as I can, but I think I'd just rather be on here and talking to you guys as much as I can, because sometimes with alcohol it can ruin your days as well, so I'm trying to cut down as much as I can and cut back. But yeah, the UK is crazy for drink as well. At least I think it's just the UK. I don't know if the US is huge on alcohol and different countries out there, but yeah, that's the way it is. I think in so many countries, like, I understand the purpose of alcohol and understand everybody likes a good drink and everybody likes a good laugh, but I think once you've had too much, when you've had too much like in your head, but sometimes you don't care, you're just going to continue drinking because it's fun at the time, and you can take on the world and you've got the confidence. But I'm trying to find confidence without that. I'm trying to find a confidence in myself without any beer or spirits, just trying to find that in myself. Because with alcohol you can take on the world, you can take on anybody, so and sometimes it actually makes you feel like you've got anxiety after you've drank so much. You can have anxiety, you can have a lot of shame, you don't know what you've done for days, and man, it's impossible to sometimes come back from things with with certain nights out as well. So if people actually drink alcohol, I think a lot of the time, I mean, more experienced drinkers as well can handle that drink, and you can actually develop over the years limits to what they're going to drink and what they're not going to drink. But when you're not used to drinking and you don't do it much, people just grab anything and drink anything, like shots, and like I say, spirits can be sometimes too much. I think if you start off from drinking beer, and if the night goes on, it gets later on, and you're ready to go home, I think that's when you should start drinking. Maybe have a Jack Daniels and then go home. You shouldn't be drinking because when I go out, I drink Jack Daniels and Coke, like single Jack Daniels and Coke, like that's all I drink. And I go out in that space of 3 hours, I'm absolutely slaughtered. I'm just absolutely drunk as a skunk. So I'm trying to learn from drinking whiskey. I need to start drinking beer if I go out, and you can socialise better instead of just jumping around and being a mess and being embarrassing. But I wouldn't suggest just drinking spirits all day. Just got to enjoy your night as well. You've got to actually enjoy. You don't remember things either. There's always a time and a place for things as well. Like you can enjoy yourself, like New Year or Christmas. It's always nice to feel cozy and warm and actually drink and actually have that nice drink, and you actually feel like you're ready for that as well. But when people do it all year round and they just binge drink and binge drink and binge drink, sometimes it can actually, when it comes to the fun things for everybody else, it becomes boring for you because you've done that all year round. And I think I just don't want to get stuck on that. I don't want to make it boring for myself. But I also know a lot of people that say feeling normal is boring, and not having having that alcohol in their life is something that keeps them going as well, and keeps their confidence and keeps their mind at ease. So yeah, but it's a funny subject to talk about, alcohol and how much you drink and how much you should drink and how much you shouldn't drink. But I'm also trying to stop smoking as well, because I've been wanting to stop smoking for a while. I did stop smoking when I was 17, and I just stopped with willpower. I did stop with willpower, but then other people smoke around you, then you give up and you feel weak, and you're like, oh, I might as well start smoking again. And I've started smoking, and I've already stopped smoking since. And it's like, I wish I could just take myself back till when I was 17 and just have stuck to what I actually had said. And if I stop smoking, I'm just gonna stick to it and just not go back. Because that's another thing, like cigarettes, it's bad for your teeth, it's bad for your breath, it's bad for your clothes. It's not, it doesn't look great. But sometimes if you feel nervous and you haven't got confidence and you want something to release, that's if you've got stress, just taking a drag of a cigarette, it sometimes helps. As much as it's a pain to say, because it's really bad for you as well. But yeah, so a lot of people, if they stop smoking, they also have food. They can replace that with food. Which maybe I could do as well if I actually tried, if I actually wanted to 100% commit to that, instead of just saying, I want to stop. But hopefully, there's always hope. I think one day maybe I could actually stop smoking and stop all of this nonsense in my life. But if anybody, like I say, live how you want to live and be who you want to be, but you've got to be committed to do something, and actually go through with it. But in the UK, it actually hasn't been a bad Sunday today, and I'm in Newcastle, so it's not even, well, it's not warm, but it's not cold. It's, so it's more it's clammy. It's it's not a bad day, to be honest. But thanks to you guys for sharing your time today on a Sunday as well, and watching my live. I really appreciate that. And I will piece of bread. Yeah, but I'm going to also post a lot of things in my community as well. When I'm going to go live, see what works better, see what time frames work better for myself, and see which numbers and viewers get the most hits in certain days. What I can find, what I can find. So doing it at 6 o'clock, it seems to be all right. But I'm just going to try and find the right time for me to go live and see when other people are on. So check my subscribers and see what it's about, and try and find a lot more conversation with people as well. So I'm just brand new to live, so I just jump on, I just randomly do it. But yeah, why not just sometimes just chance it and just go on in life, just try it and see what happens. To be honest, I wish I actually started doing YouTube when I was a lot younger as well. I had a lot of ambition and hope for myself to actually. I just never had the confidence to push myself to do YouTube either, because I was so focused on different things. Like I was so focused on joining the army, and I wanted to be in the army for so long, and I did try to join the army, going to Scotland and seeing all of the other guys and speaking to the sergeants and the different staff over there. And even when I got there, that's the point I'm making, it would give me more of a passion to do it. But I did, try 3 times, and unfortunately, I wasn't successful with a lack of knowledge and not putting so much work in. I just think maybe it was more of wanting to just be there, but practice and practice, takes to be a soldier, so, and also doing a lot of the computer work, the IT work was quite difficult for me, especially with having dyslexia, so that did set me back as well. But yeah, I've always had ambition for it. Even when I've been a child, like even when I've been young, I've always wanted to be in the army. But I just think right now I'm quite happy with what I've did, and what I've tried. And sometimes things aren't successful in life, and you can't let things bring you down. Like, for example, like wanting something so much can be so different to like getting there and actually, when you picture something in your head and you actually get there, it's like completely different. And that's what it was like when it was like training for the army. Like when you're training for the army and you go there for the first day and like you see all of the guys and it's so like nerve-wracking. You're so nervous and you're trying to impress everybody so much, and it turns around that like sometimes it's not everything's what it seems either, So that was a big shock for me as well, like, and I lacked confidence. But I did continue to try rolling in the army as well for 3 times. So I didn't give up. So I did try 3 times over. But some things don't work in life, and it's just sometimes finding that thing that you want to do as well. Like finding that thing that you want to do for yourself. It's hard when you're so young. You just want to do everything, You've got to find your options. Like I wanted to be like a personal trainer for so long, and I went to college and I actually learned everything about the body and the human skeleton and all of that thing, and what's ways to like run and take a deep breaths, and I've forgotten a lot of it right now, but like you know, again with having dyslexia, like it let me down like so much to fully progress in different fields of that, you know, in that trade as well. Like, so I just didn't have the confidence with having dyslexia as well. So it lets you down so much. But if anybody out there actually wants to do something, you should just try and do it. You should always try. You should never give up on anything, really. Like, you shouldn't like beat yourself up. Just try something, and it sometimes works as well. But just practice. Because as I say, practice makes perfect, you know. So. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in on my live today as well. I really appreciate that. And I also just thought I'll just go live today and just try different times as well to see what works to go live. But I really appreciate anybody dropping in a day and giving me their time. But I will be going live later on as well. So if anybody wants to join me for that, that's fine. But like I say, I will be posting more on my community. And I just wanted to explain a part of my life, and I will be getting to subjects in my life when I get more comfortable with lives. I will explain a lot more of my life to you guys as well. So I really appreciate you guys for staying around, and you know, that we just have a good day as well. You know, like I said, it'll be more fun on Sunday, which is going to be like the day I've tried to stay away from the depressing conversations as well. Like even talking about stories, like what I wanted to do, like what I wanted to do when I was like younger and go in the army and things. I really want to share that with you guys. You know, just to get to know my background a little bit more. But you know, the stories I want to tell, there's a lot more funny stories out there. Like when I was younger, you know, like I used to dress up like this old man. Like when I was younger, I know it sounds crazy, but like when I was like 6, 7, I wanted to be an old man. Like I had a walking stick and an old man's hat. You know, I was a weird child. You know, but yeah, I really appreciate everybody dropping in. That's just a funny story there to end the live as well. But thanks, guys. Peace out.